Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the show. I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did a buttload of freaking quests around here in the Trevanian Forelands. We finished up the hunter, like the quest around the camp, the hunter camp of Tailfeather, and we also started helping the Vath. Today we're gonna go and continue. We are non-mind now. We think clearly now. We have left the hive, but we want to go even further. We want to see the realm. We have the non-mind, we are independent. An independent creature. As independent creatures, it stands that we ought to be free. Lost at Vath is not like Lost at Nath. You may leave at any time. It is no prison. The Vath all live free. We owe the Vath a great debt of gratitude. Hunter, could you help us? We need 3 ffXIV skins. We have a new brother. He is lost. We hear his voice. He is lost near Anyx Trine, south of Anyx Trine. Please find him. Please help him. Please guide him to Lost at Vath. Yes, but first we will kill trees. We will burn them to ashes. I'm gonna stop the ice. Do I have that skill already? No, I don't. Damn it. Dag nabbit! That was not what I wanted to do. Whoopsie. Jeez Christ, what am I doing? There we go. That is... How many were there? There were 4 melee, okay. No, I thought that it were... less. There we go. When do I get that skill that I'm thinking of? 76, okay. I like how this quest is called aggressive pruning though. It's quite something. As you can see, the weather has changed from a beautiful clear skies to as foggy as it can get. It has a different vibe now, yes. I really just love just going through, I don't know, just flying around in the game. And just like, depending like what weather, the environment changes entirely. Where are we? There are wyverns. Wyverns everywhere. We are scared. This place is scary. We wish for a safe place. Hello, friend. It's time for you to die. Die by fire. Another one. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There we go. The wyvern is dead. We feel much safer. But where should we go? We do not know what to do. Lost at Vath. We will go there. We will join our brothers. Thank you. Okay, and then the one near Anyx Trine. Burn, baby, burn. Please let me kill this guy before I run out of time. There we go, nice. Swap back to the ice and get my MP back. Yes, I am playing level 70 Black Mage, and I'm still using Transpose. Our new brother. We have not seen him. He has not come here yet. We have a bad feeling about this. Please check for him near Lost at Nath. Bruh. Whatever, I'll get some other quests in here. Thank you, Hunter. You're a strong ally. When we fight, it is only to hunt food. It is a waste to hunt what we cannot eat. You would only grow hungrier. You are right, Kibble Raw. Hunting melee is pointless. They taste terrible. They are tough and dry. You find yourselves picking splinters from your mandibles for days afterwards. Do you have the hipposurf skins, Hunter? The coarse yet supple hide of a hipposurf. Thank you, kind Hunter. Hipposurf skin is truly exquisite, especially raw. Storyteller, please eat this hipposurf skin. Eat it as it is. It is truly exquisite. Thank you. Munch, munch, munch. This is truly exquisite. If you insist, munch, munch. Yes, it truly is exquisite. We are glad you like it. Now we intend to go and see it around. That was truly disgusting. What terrible, terrible taste, but such is individuality. They're all just talking about, like, food constantly. Greetings, generous hunter. I would make another request of you. Please gather 3 bunches of silver dew and bring them back to us. Silver dew can be found near Tailfeather. There stands a raised area, west of Tailfeather where the plant grows. Gather the plants there, then bring them back to us here. And I'm also going to go and get the naming of Vath. Great hunter, we are honored that you have returned to our humble hive. There is something which weighs heavy on our minds, very heavy. We have a newcomer to Lost at Vath. He has not yet proved himself useful, and so he has no name. So determined is he to find his place that he left the sanctuary to forage in the forest of the east. He has not returned. It has been difficult as of late, very difficult. We have grown very hungry, or we have grown hungry and food remains scarce. One mind has seen to that. This nameless one means well, but he is highly curious of this newfound senses. This makes him vulnerable. The forest is the domain of the hunters, and his intentions may be misunderstood, for men have not the means to tell Vath from Nath at a glance. Will you not lend us your assistance in finding him? Will you travel to the hunters to the east, and ask them if they have seen him? Kind hunter, generous hunter, you have our gratitude. Please make haste, so that the weight on our might can be lifted. There's work to be done. I must return home. I must return to the hive. Intriguing. So they basically reconnect with the hive again. Yes, we are the nameless one. Have you been sent by the storyteller? Tell your friend, your hunter friend to release me at once. We are not of the one mind. We are Vath. I don't care if he's a two-headed bandersnatch. He isn't going anywhere. I'm detaining him for stealing our resources. Normally I'd say we're more lenient than the Nath in terms of territory, so long as they don't hunt in excess or attack us. But then this overgrown vilekin comes and gobbles up all the Gisal greens we laid in our trap. We're no traps, enough bait to keep a drove of chocobos set for days. Gone. With nothing to show for it. So hungry we were, we could not help ourselves. Unable to hunt, unable to forage, we are no different from a parasite. If only we could find a way to release ourselves from this pitiful way of life. Well, if you insist. Yeah, you misunderstand. Spare us our lives. Our life, this is all we have. I spare it, he will. Stop tormenting the poor creature, Grimald. He doesn't know any better. We ain't savages, and we ain't charitable either. You'll have to pay us back for the greens you ate, and seeing as you don't have anything on you of value, looks like you'll have to work off your debt. Last I checked, we're running a mite low on arrow shafts. Harvest some of some Melia branches, and we'll call it square, eh? Very well. Release us, and we shall do as you say. Of course I ain't fool enough to let him go off alone. I'd ask you see to it that the beastman don't flee from his death. And if he does, I'll have every hunter from here to the 100th road after him for thievery. Understand? Ah, we are free. Much appreciated, hunter. Now then, to the smoldering waste. Well then, the storyteller must be waiting for us. We make for Lost Advath. You intend to run away? Yes, we know. If you flee, we will never again be able to move freely. To the non-mind, independence is all. If you take too long, the hunters will sure to come after us. Kind hunter, will you help us? We will not ask you to bear the entire burden. One sapling should be enough. We will gather the rest on our own. Jesus. It just had to go this slowly, huh? But anyway. Bye. Bye. Have you the branch? A long green branch cut from a young Melia when fashioned into an arrow shaft. It is likely to split when loosed. It is less likely to split when loosed. Many thanks for this. Now let us return to the hunter's camp and be done with it. Jesus, why am I so... Why do I keep yawning? Well, call me a Chuckboard's uncle. I'm impressed. You've given me more than your death called for. These branches will make for fine arrows. We've usually got to send a whole party of hunters to gather this much. What with the Melia's thrashing about and the Nath lurking in the brush. Huh. Even with those scrawny arms and legs, we proved more useful than I thought. We were useful? Aye, I would say so. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back with so much, or to come back at all for that matter. We too will be honest. We thought to flee, but this hunter persuaded us to stay, but you were useful? I said you were, didn't I? In fact, I tell you what, since you brought me more than a fortnight's worth, I'll even throw in a small reward, a sack of Gasol greens, to take home to your kin. A reward? You mean more of those tasty greens for being useful? We tried to find a way to be useful at Lost Asvath. We tried, but we could not find our purpose. Well, we hunters ain't like to turn away an extra pair of hands, beastman or not, and we offer fair pay to adventurers willing to take on the more dangerous tasks. Ain't that right, Lynn? Adventurer? There are those who travel to the wilds of their own accord, risk life and limb for all for the sake of these rewards. Such excitement, such fortune, we want to become an adventurer. Can't say I've come across an adventurer who requested Gazal greens as a reward, but we'd be willing to compensate for honest work. If it's food you're after, I'm sure we could arrange some spare cuts of meat too. More crunchy greens and juicy flesh? Enough to feed our colony? We will relay this to the storyteller at once. He returns to the hive. He must have heard it again. The hive's voice. It is most regrettable. We sometimes hear voices from the hive. If the voice is strong enough, would we too become of the one mind again? Would we lose our individuality? It is a worrying thought. Do we have the silver dew? A fragrant herb with silver leaves that when rubbed turns a bright green. Thank you, Hunter. We can now feel safe. The smell of burning silver dew, the smoke it produces, is unbearable to dragons. It will keep them away, making Lost at Vav safe. For a time. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing our nameless brother back. We hope he was not a burden to you. She is no hunter, storyteller, she is an adventurer, and we are a burden no more. Look at what we brought you. What strange looking plants, yet they have such a delightfully bitter taste. We have other good news. We have found our purpose. We will become an adventurer too. If we work hard, the hunters promise to reward us with food. Food for the colony. You mean the hunters of the east? We thought it safer to limit contact with them. They gave you such delicious rewards. You have done well, nameless one. With your newfound purpose, we are sure you will ease the hunger of your brothers and sisters. But trading with the hunters will not solve all our woes. Much more is required for our survival. Yes, much more. Our colony is falling into disrepair. We need metals for our defenses, and we need clay for our walls. The One Mind knows this. They seek to impoverish us. A few of our non-mind brothers tried to steal such things from us at Nath. They never returned. The Evermind rages at what he sees as boldness, even though we are mere leeches, partaking of tiny drops of their blood. Tiny drops. Even leeches do not loathe their own host as much as we. It is shameful that we must still rely on the One Mind to survive. You can rely on us, storyteller. We shall travel to the realm and offer our services in exchange for resources. We will bring back precious rewards from beyond. Travel the realm? You mean to cross the hunter's border to lands beyond? Nameless one, it is too dangerous. Fear not, it is what adventurers do. To explore unknown lands, meet their peoples, obtain greater rewards, strengthen the colony. You speak strongly of your purpose. Very well. Should you succeed, we can sever ourselves from the One Mind completely. We can truly become our own masters. But do not become a pest, seeking work where there is none. The hunters may take offense at your eagerness to obtain rewards. How will you know when your services are required? An adventurer's guild, a place to exchange information and gather requests from others. Nameless one, no such place exists here. If this is your solution, you must start your own. But I am certain you will not be alone. Some of your brothers and sisters still want for purpose. Seek them out. An adventurer's guild, there is much to do, but first we will introduce you to our brothers. Come, come. Why do you have another quest? Those detestable on one mind. They come here, they target our young ones. Generous Hunter, I beg you, give us justice. Make them suffer as we have suffered. 1 iron drone, 1 hail drone, 1 forager. Kill one of each. We do not seek justice against any one cast out of one mind. What we seek is justice against the very one mind itself. This is the stick peddler. He peddles sticks. He lost his connection to the overmind near the same time as we did. There was one other, but we did not see him. You mean the Kenai? He saw shadows fly to the colony. He was hungry, and said he would hunt the shadows east towards the river. He could not have gone far, for he fears the water. Fears it much. He would not cross the river unless it was near the bridge. Wise Vath know how to avoid the bridge, for ferocious dragons often lurk near it. Could it be they were the shadows that the Kenai saw? Brave adventure, could you check the bridge while we search the area for the Kenai? He could be in trouble. But do not slay the dragons if you see them. Dead dragons would invite reprisals. We will lend you one of our Kungamato. We have fitted it with a contraption which sprays a putrid smoke which irritates, but does not wound. Yes, irritates. We got too close to it once, most irritating. The Kungamato are unaccustomed to fleshling riders. If you fall off, talk to the stick peddler. He will help you get back on. Now, let us find the Kenai. Ride the Kongamato to the bridge and use its spray on any ferocious dragons you see. So say hello to this little bugger. Who can fumigate. That makes interesting noise when you fly around with it. This is of course the mount that you can get when you finish the beast tribe. God, it burns. I don't like this game anymore. Ah, why do you do this? Okay, so that is that. Let me go and remove this mount. Get in my own mounts. I do that so many times, where I just sigh, like a sigh of relief. You know, just being like, ugh. Right, let's go and kill the meth that I need to kill. Oh, whoops. For some kind of reason I still thought that I was a machinist. Jesus Christ. The power of black magic, friends. The power to blast your enemies to oblivion. To oblivion and beyond. Thank you, Hunter. We appreciate what you have done. The One might now know our pain. It is enough revenge for now. Though those you slew were likely not the self-same Nath that attacked us, it makes no difference. The Nath are all of the same consciousness. You have attacked a part of that which attacked us. He is the Kenai, so he named himself, for he never tires of discovery. He returned to the hive soon after you departed to search the bridge. We are grateful to you for your assistance. We enjoy exploring the lands in your colony, but we were careless in our search for curious things. Our nameless brother tells us he will open an adventurers guild in Lost at Vath. It was not long ago that we too yearned for purpose, and we will gladly join him in his mission. Then it is decided the Kenai will help us find many opportunities for adventure. Many opportunities. But our guild is not yet complete. We are unsure of the actual trade of adventuring. How to find things, how to fight things. We cannot do it without an experienced teacher. Kind adventure, will you teach us your ways? Click, click, very well. Wonderful, wonderful. From now on we shall call on you as a master of the craft, master. Leave the construction of the guild to us. The key and I will be on the lookout for our hunter friends and any requests they may have. But there are very few adventurers to carry out the tasks now. Very few. In fact, only you. We were hoping you could show us how it is done. The storyteller told me he is most pleased with your deeds to our colony. Consider us friends. From now on, let us work together for the guild. And now that we have found purpose, we know I shall be nameless no longer. As I long have so deft an arm in adventuring, I shall call myself Deft Arm. The nameless one is now called the Vath Deft Arm, and an adventurers guild has been constructed in Lost at Vath. The hunters of Tailfeather are now clients of the Adventurers Guild. The non-mined tribal quests unlocked. We have achieved friendly reputation with the Vath. Right. So we now have another beast tribe to work on. So yeah. This will be something I'll work on off camera. I'll be recording all these bits and pieces off camera too, and then in the end, when I've done all of them, I will then all paste them together. That's my idea. Now just have one big beast tribe episode, or a couple of them probably, because the quests are gonna take, I think, a considerable amount of work. Have you ever tasted the flesh of a miacid? My brother tells me it's a most delectable creature. Would that I had the strength to hunt them myself. If you encounter miacids outside the tower, could you bring me their meat? Bring 3 chunks of their flesh. I wish to know what they taste like. Your fight with the younglings was impressive. I watched closely, and your power intrigues me. Do battle with me, that the younglings may see more of a proper battle. I'm certain Comkur will observe and learn from our example. Now, where's this other quest at? Is it like even higher up? Well, am I wrong? I know that there is stuff all the way at the top though, but I'm unsure of whether or not the quest is up here all the way or not. It'd be kind of crazy if it was. I am not going to lie. That would surprise me quite a bit. Yeah. It is not up here. However, there is a sightseeing point, which I very much expected to be here. Eh. It's like, viewpoints from Assassin's Creed. Man, look at this view though, Jesus. I don't think I've ever actually been up here. Wow. How many hours into the game have I... Yeah. I have spent a lot of time in this game, and I have never gotten up here. Or maybe once before? Nah, I've gone up here because of like the beast type quest I think takes you up here sometimes. But that is it. Wait, where am I now? Is this like just another floor upwards? Okay. Oh, for the love of... The putrid stench of Nath lingers in the air. Stop the fumes that pour from their primitive playthings. I sense 3 in total. Not far from here. You must stop all of them. My stomach roils. It longs for sustenance. I must feed to maintain my strength and guard these eggs. Only the most succulent of meats can satisfy my cravings. I must have the Bandersnatch. Bring me 3 chunks of their flesh from the cave near the Iron Feast. The stench of man, yet somehow different. Ah, a companion of Izael. Very well, I would ask you a favor. My child now explores the wilderness. I would task him with a hunt for today's meal, but he has yet to return. Seek the dragon Karl Mick. Tell him he must hunt. Tell him what he must be. A lord. Meanwhile, Midgard's over. You are no creature of this land. Who are you? What are you? No wings, no fangs, no scales, like a beast. So a man, then. A man from Ishgard. Stay away! Come no closer, man of Ishgard. I will not be your trophy, nor your meal. Fine, do what you will, but you will not have the satisfaction of a battle. A message from Mother, so you are not an enemy then. If you would speak with me, then first a test. Catch me if you can. Quite perceptive. What is your name? Lynn. Hehehe, what a strange name. You will not find me this time, Lynn. Interesting, so you're not as slow as I thought. Very well, you will make a fine partner. You may call me Kalmik. So, you are a child of man. I've never met your kind before. Truly a peculiar breed you are. Now speak, what is the message you bring from Mother? Tell me what she would have me do, and it will be done. What word do you bring from Mother? I see, she bids me hunt for today's meal. Then hunt I must. Come, we will catch fish at the river. I have never seen father so excited. I pray you are ready. Hello. Bye. To think you could even defeat our father. I'm sorry to have doubted your strength before. Will you take him? Will you take him to? Wait, will you take him this scale? He is likely returned to the tower to rest. No, I don't have any more. That's unfortunate. There we go. Whoa, suddenly my eyes. Ah! My eyes! You know, maybe it'll actually help me find this blasted freaking Nath thing. Ah, there it is. There it beeth. Mother asks that I hunt, but I have never dared to hunt alone. The others would lie in wait for their prey, using the flesh of Clearwater Nankas as bait to draw them out. Pluck one from the river and lay it along the rocks. When suitable prey approaches, strike it down. The skinned tail of the amphibious Clearwater Nanka meat is exceptionally lean and when fresh can be eaten raw, though a dab of Muntoy sauce is recommended to mask the bark-like aftertaste. You make a fine hunter, Lyn. Take this with you, Mother. I wish to try hunting alone. Okay. But before we go back and do that, I'll first have to get my way all the way up there and kill some bandersnatches. Take a moment to drink something. Stand up, stretch, whatever. Or just enjoy the scenery. You know. That is blocked by a map. And the continuous sound of horse. Of magical flying horse. She's a magical pony flying through the sky. Shoot it down. Wait, they're casting fire too on me? That's interesting. I see. A man of culture as well. I'm somewhat of a black mage myself. Let's go back. Have you seen the Miyakits? Or Miyasits? Have you seen? Yeah, okay. Do you come with their flesh? Despite being the toughest meat on a Miyasit, the tail is possibly the most palatable. So this is the meat of the Miyasit. At last I will know why my kin hunt them so hungrily. God, this is so flavorful, so tender. I look forward to the day I can gorge on this beast at my leisure. I still hunger, but not for meat. No, I crave eggs. Nothing is more delicious than swallowing eggs whole. Their smooth shells slithering down your throat. Bring me 5 eggs from the Gallimibuses of the Some Owl foothills. They lay eggs in abundance, and will not miss the few I require. Yes, steal their unborn children. You fought well. I expected nothing less. The magics imbued within this scale, torn from the back of Comkur, are so great you can feel them pulse in your hand. Ah, a scale from Comkur. How thoughtful. The magics within our scales can grant healing. Since our battle gave him cause to worry, but it was most invigorating. Clashing claw with steel, matching wits with a worthy opponent, reminds me of days long past, dueling with knights for sport. The thrill of combat is not easily forgotten. Morn, the final resting place for dragons, is befouled by vermin. They must be removed. Tyrannosaurs, Vinegaroons, Sirictae, it matter not. Save 5 of the beasts and cull their numbers. Wasn't there another hole? Oh, over here, yeah. The scent of Nath, it fades. This is not the last of their impudence. Of this I am sure, but for now, I can protect my eggs in peace. That savor. Give it to me, I must have it. A mimsy slice of slippery meat, Snickers snacked from a galumping Bandersnatch's rump. Ah yes, there's no flesh better than that of the Bandersnatch. Thank you, the salted of this tower can prove vexing, but a sated stomach makes my duties more bearable. Did you find Kalmik? Has he taken up the hunt? Cleaned and filleted, a single adult jackal can feed an entire extended family of Lalafels. Oh. You hunted in his stead, I apologize. He is but 30 years old, and still has much to learn, but I see you have gained his trust. Very good indeed. The primal Ravana has fallen, and the Nath grow restless. They would lash out against Kalmik, against my children yet unborn. I sense the presence of Nath approaching the tower, 3 in total, and we slay those who would do my children harm. Burp, 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 burp. Right next to one of them, like, yoink. So that's a huge freaking egg. But I guess comparatively, eggs usually tend to be really big compared to the creature that laid them. And then I guess anything that's like chicken-like, I suppose. I have another space for another quest, so. A man? Will you help me? My siblings have disappeared without a trace. He is still young and inclined to wander. Please find him before he meets with trouble. I suspect he is lost in the Cavern of Morn. Alright, I'm just killing random creatures in here now. I forgot about that. No. 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 That's disappointing. More, give me more! Oh, I'll run it. And that's a thing for later on. That is a reference that people will get who have played the game further than where I am right now. The warmth of this cave makes me sound asleep, but I now grow hungry. What do you want? My brother calls, and I must leave. Oh, whoops. Thank you, I was right to call on you. Little one wears your gratitude. You must forgive him, he's not accustomed to speaking with your kind. Do not worry, I will deal with him. I will deal with him, sharpens its claws. Thank you for your work. The vermin have begun to rally. They would answer the call to war. But Morn is a place of resting. They cannot be allowed to besmirch those hallowed halls. You have returned, but did you bring the eggs? The countless bumps and barbs which cover this eggshell almost make you feel sorry for the gallimimus related. Yikes. Yes, you have done well. My hunger is not so easily sated. Go. So smooth, so satisfying. I must find a way to pilfer them myself. You have fed me well, but yet do not... You have fed me well, yet you do not partake of your own spoils. Exactly what do your kind consume for sustenance? Like those living in the chocobo forest. I would very much like to try it for myself. You cannot keep us from the dragons. I mean, I can by literally annihilating you. Death to the dragons. I'll do this. Where are the dragons? We must kill the dragons. Lynn, I need your help. Brother has been gravely injured. I fear he will not survive long in his weakened state. He must feed to regain his strength. Meet me at the river. We will gather food for him. Hurry, to the river down south. Just all over the place, huh? Beasts all over the shop. Look for breakfast, eh? I don't mind sharing, but these ingredients don't come easy. I'll serve you some, but I need more chocobo meat for later. Ah, nice brown, nice golden brown. I'd say this batch is just about done. You find any chocobo meat? Well, it is identical. Good. This'll do just fine. Have a plate for you over there. Take it while it's still hot. Wait, oh. Fried chocobo thighs? Thighs. Thighs. Good, you are here. Let us find Jagged and Lothan. They are brother's favorite, an easy prey besides. The Lothans graze north of here, but I am forbidden from traveling so far upstream. You must hunt one for me. I will remain here and hunt the Jagged. Go swiftly. I'm always surprised like how many side quests there actually are. Considering kind of like the lackluster rewards you get for them. You hunt well, Lynn. Good work. I too have caught a veritable bounty. Quickly, let us take these to Brother. He rests just beyond the mouth of Morn outside Anyx Trine. Okay, man. May as well fast travel back. A peculiar scent, whatever you brought me. Marinated in sweet buttermilk, lightly dusted in a mixture of million corn and sunset wheat flowers, then deep fried in oil to a golden brown. You know you want to taste. This is what they eat in the chocolate forest? Interesting. Ah, disgusting! Why would one sear the flesh of the meat? The natural flavor is all but gone now. Strange breed indeed. Ugh. Well. Give me the lost meat, I will feed it to him. Taken from the foreleg of a loathsome, an ancient breed of sheep once believed extinct. This particular cut of meat has a thin covering of fat, which adds flavor when braised. Brother, I bring you food. Eat and regain your strength. Carl, my brother, these wounds will not be mended by food. I must rest you. Wait, who is that with you? A man? Why do you consort to this filth? Were these beasts slain by her hand? I will not demean myself by eating meat butchered by this creature. Who do you think dealt me these wounds but her kind? We hunt for food, for the survival of our kind. They hunt for blood, striking without hesitation, assuming all of our kind to be their enemy. Men howled and cheered as I fell into the snows of Curthis. I was fortunate to escape with my life. Men cannot be trusted. None of them. It is only a matter of time before even she turns on you. But Lena's been so kind to me, I don't understand. Excuse me, I need time to think on my brother's words. No longer sense their presence. Ravana and his thralls are a nuisance I'm glad to be rid of. If only brief. Thank you. Come on. My muscles grow stiff and my joints ache, and their incessant clicking is insufferable. I need a Gronmar. It blooms in the cavern of Esdai. Bring it to me. Okay. Sure is a lazy dragon. Oh, Lynn, I have given thought about his words, and I'm sorry. You have been very kind, but he would not lie to me. I must ask that you leave. Tell me, Lynn, what would have happened had we met under different circumstances? Would you have attacked me like those men attacked Brother? Perhaps that is better left unanswered. I doubt my answers would soothe my troubled mind. Slash tools! You would still help us after everything Brother said? I was wrong to have doubted you. Not all men are the same. Some are cruel, like those who hurt my brother, but you are not like them. And with your help we will heal Brother, and he too will understand this. Let us speak with Mother. She will know a way to heal him. Lynn, Kalmik, you seem ill at ease. Tell me what has happened. Attacked and cursed us. He was warned not to venture near Ishgard. He pays for his disobedience in blood. Time may heal his wounds, or it may not. All As will sleep until he recovers, or he will sleep for eternity. Whatever is to become of his injuries, we do not interfere. However, if you're determined to seek the medicines of man, there may be a way. Long ago, a man once labored to grant dragons succor. The fruit of his research may still linger, engraved upon stone. We must find the place he once called home, a hovel of rocks high along the mountainside. Thank you, Mother. We will find it. I have seen the place she speaks of. The path is narrow, but I can take you there. Meet me outside where the mountain path first parts. Follow me. I mean, I also have that thing, but I don't know how I get there specifically, so... I will just leave that as it is. This is the way. Come, we must go further. You must ascend to the path below, but it's not much farther. Be careful. This is the place Mara spoke of, though I'm not sure what we're looking for. This is the research. Excellent. Let us hasten back to Mother. She will know what to do with it. In the meantime, let me also go and see about getting this other thing over here. Now we're gonna fast travel back, and that'll be the end of the episode. In the next episode, we're gonna finish off the Devonian Forelands, and then move on to the Churning Mists, which will be just 1.5 million Moguls. Just Moguls everywhere. All Moguls all day. Right, my friends, that is going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just Better. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode, we're going to do what I just said. Goodbye.